Harold Pollman epitomized the American dream. He lived it. He believed it. He built it. And if you ever saw him, you knew it because he wore an American flag pin on his lapel or shirt every day. Harold was raised in the prairie state of North Dakota. His father was a Russian immigrant who fought in World War I, and his mother a New York native. Starting at the age of 10, he worked alongside his father, transporting furs from Canada to the U.S. for 10 cents an hour, working 10-hour days. In 1943, Harold entered the United States Air Force as a radio radar navigator. He flew over 50 combat missions in a B-24 Liberator bomber in the European theater, disrupting railroad routes and fuel supplies. Harold received 5 Air Medal Awards, a presidential citation, and 4 other medals for service. This war experience defined Harold for the remainder of his life. Upon completion of his military service, Harold finished his undergraduate studies and then pursued a law degree from the University of Texas. With law degree in hand, Harold returned to North Dakota and represented landowners in landmark legal battles that resulted in the legal statutes regulating the Williston Basin, the second largest oil-producing area in the United States. In 1954, Harold and his wife Leah, a Texan, moved to Dallas, where he began a real estate law practice. Through this practice, Harold learned of the FHA, VA large volume programs for returning military veterans and began investing and building subdivisions in Farmers Branch, Mesquite, Richardson, and Garland. As a decorated war veteran, Harold believed that every veteran deserved access to quality homes with great financing and little to no money down. He was passionate about this mission. Harold and his company, Northwood Homes, offered penny-down programs and guaranteed home loan programs under the GI Bill. Harold was also a marketing trailblazer. Not content to use the standard newspaper ads, his marketing efforts included contests to win appliances and other prizes, film promotions in movie theaters, bilingual advertisements, sales brochures, and home staging. These are techniques still used today, 50 years after they were introduced. His compassionate spirit led to new ventures as Harold turned his energies to affordable housing. Harold realized that housing the poor required more than a roof and pioneered an idea to construct a community and integrate that community into a broader, more affluent area. The Lavon Richland Apartments, built in 1972, included upscale design, a recreation center, a daycare, organized sport clubs, and community events in its business model. This project received nationwide accolades from the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development and launched the Dallas Builders Association as the first in the nation to voluntarily initiate the practice and public promotion of equal housing. Harold truly cared about bettering people's lives. Harold loved his work. All of his family and friends remember his favorite motto. How do you spell work? F-U-N. Through his experience and passion for building, Harold became an expert in real estate finance. This knowledge led him to testify before the U.S. Congress on many occasions, and additionally, to become a lecturer at the Cox Business School at Southern Methodist University, the Harvard University Graduate School of Design, and in Shanghai and Beijing to Chinese government officials. He wanted to spread the vision of the American dream and its benefits to the country and the world. It is only fitting that Harold's caring nature would bleed over into his personal life. He loved people and always wanted to do right by them. He generously supported many nonprofit organizations, including Temple Emmanuel, Legacy at Preston Hollow, Southern Methodist University, Dallas Jewish Historical Society, Harvard University, Sigma Alpha Mu, and lastly, Leah's Kitchen, an annual community-wide Thanksgiving meal for immigrants. While Mr. Pollman led many organizations and received many awards during his lifetime, some of those highest recognitions were as president of the Dallas Builders Association, NAHB Senior Life Director, the 2006 Ann Loeb Sikora Humanitarian Award, and the Alumni Service Award from Sigma Alpha Mu fraternity. In 2003, the Dallas Builders Association honored Harold with the Hugh Prather Award, their highest recognition for humanitarian service above and beyond one's home building achievements. Harold Pollman lived a life of honorable, professional leadership and community service. His deep-seated sense of duty to his fellow citizens and concern for those less fortunate extended from his pocketbook to the college lecture hall and across the world. Whether it was housing veterans, housing the poor, teaching college students, or educating foreign governments, Harold Pollman was promoting the American dream of owning a home.